So there we go. We hit the record button. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another update of the Bitcoin chart. Of course, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are starting to have questions, especially my choice of the title. Is Bitcoin going to be able to pull through? And you might be wondering, like, hey, yeah, we made new all-time high. Well, what kind of a question is that? Well, there are a few underlying things that we need to keep our eyes on. And yeah, I will go over all these little details in the minutia during the stream. So yeah, let's grab our cup of coffee. Let's sit back and let's analyze this mess together. Oh, by the way, I got another intro. Let me know if you like it. All right, how did you like this? I kind of like it. Cool. So yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Let's dive into the Bitcoin mess and analyze what is happening right here. So on the short term, on the very short term, well, very on the 1 hour time frame, what do we see? We did get 2 days ago the bullish divergence coming from this area right here, something like this. Very beautiful reaction that came out of this signal. As you can see, we went up quite a bit. That was like yeah, $5,000 gain on the total appreciation of a price, which is what is it, 15%? Yeah, so, it's not a bad thing. Very good day for people who are holding a position at those areas right here. Of course, if you were able to catch the dip, the low of this wick, this would have given you a $7,500 gain, which is even more significant. But of course, all this is played. What did we do yesterday? Yesterday, like I said, there were a few areas of interest. The orange box, which we needed. Which price needed to clear in order to see some continuation to the upside. And then guess what? I marked off with an orange line the first area of interest, the first area where we could expect at least some resistance. And guess what? The magic voodoo stuff came through. Does this mean that I am a fortune teller? Does this mean that I have a crystal ball somewhere laying around? Absolutely not. If you follow this channel, all we do is go level by level. We analyze the situation, and then, hey, this whole TA stuff isn't BS after all, right? Yeah, you just need to learn to appreciate the levels for what they are. So yeah, I hope if you were holding that at least you took some profit. Now is the question, what is next? On the short term, we do see actually that that the RSI levels completely cooled off, and this is beautiful. This is really, really good. But then as we go over to the higher time frames, the reads start to get different, and this is where I like to advise on being cautious, because even though the short term is looking healthy, when the long term is showing different kinds of reads, and you will see in a minute what I mean, this is where we need to start taking some of those reads with a grain of salt. And yeah. Hey, welcome on YouTube. I see somebody else tuned in. Hope you're doing all right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day today, right? Beautiful to be alive. And we also have somebody on Facebook. Hey, welcome, welcome. Now, let's continue. Let's continue. So the 1 hour chart is just looking like this. Beautiful continuation pattern, very healthy. I'm not looking at the bearish divergence we built right here on the short term because it has been resolved because of this bullish divergence. And then going in a few increments at a time, this solidified the position, making it healthy enough to make a high, but of course, eventually it bounces against profit takers, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing because if we just kept going, the reaction would have just been so much stronger unless we managed to make a new higher high on the RSI. But seeing as this is sitting at 88.9 on the RSI for the 1 hour chart, it is very unlikely. It would have had to be a very, very strong move to the upside, which of course it's possible. This is Bitcoin after all, and we've seen crazy stuff happen. Hey, Stelmob, hi, how are you doing? Welcome and thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for joining the live chat as well. Hope you're doing all right. So yeah, this being the 1 hour chart. Now let's have a look at the 2 hour chart, because the 2 hour chart actually has printed a little bit of a different story, not a bad story. What did we see on the 2 hour chart? On the 2 hour chart, we saw the bullish divergence play out. And on the 2 hour chart, and this is where it gets wicked, on the 2 hour chart, we did see the confirmation pattern being the lower low on the price action and the higher low on the RSI. So this is, in my opinion, this is a very, very strong signal. And once again, yeah, we got our reaction out of it, but same thing, we do bounce off of some profit takers. Now, on the other hand, there still is this concern. I'm not really bothered by it on the shorter term, but when we zoom over to the higher time frames, this is where it becomes a little bit more prominent. So the bullish divergence here on the 5 hour chart is not so clear and not so present. We do have a little bit of a bullish divergence sitting here between these two areas, but because this is not really a specific local low, here we do see this nice dip, which we can confirm to be a local low. Here it is not so strong. So yeah, this is where we start to degrade a little bit. And we do see right here that we are still building on a bearish divergence. So on the higher time frames, we do start to see some pressure to the downside. And again, the orange line worked out just perfectly. You know, I don't want to sound like, hey, I told you guys, but yeah, this just shows that good technical analysis can have its relevance. Now let's move over to the 10-hour chart, because this is where it really starts to look completely differently. Same thing, RSI levels here more or less the same. A little bit of a bullish divergence right here. Well, actually, it's not bad. It's a good bullish divergence, but we are starting to encounter pressure down in this area right here. Now, okay, don't get me wrong. This doesn't mean that we are full on going to break down right now, this instant. I'm just hoping that you're doing a little bit a similar strategy as mine, you enter at a really, really good, strong bullish divergence. You start taking tiny bits of profit and then you re-enter as soon as some strength is confirmed. And this is how you ride the wave. Just like a surfer, you know, you don't just stand on your board. You take a little bit the momentum, you boost yourself, you pull back a little bit, you know, same thing, exactly same thing. Like this entire stuff of trading is, it's life, guys. Yeah. Now let's look at the daily chart. Now, what do we see on the daily chart? On the daily chart, we did get a very nice higher high, especially here on this section right here. Also breaking the highs of prior levels, which is actually a beauty. It's a thing of beauty, and this only puts more confidence in the market. But seeing as how the market is looking kind of pretty up there, I would still feel more comfortable seeing at least a little bit of pulling back so that new buyers can start getting in and actually on their term start pushing the price higher and higher, because all those wicks, very nice, yeah, they were pullbacks by every sense of the word, but not strong enough and not holding enough for real major buyers to start kicking in. Because how much time did they get here on this pullback? Like let's see, like yeah, not even an hour. Like this happened so fast. I saw it happening, and I was one of the lucky ones to be able to take at least some added positions on here. But yeah, if you missed it, then bam, was gone. I had some people in the Discord chart that said, oh crap, I missed it when we were here at the high. Okay, yeah, it was going to pull back a little bit. Like I said, after such a pullback, we were expecting at least a retest of the lower areas. And this happened. You know, it's this is just the way Bitcoin and the markets do work. And like I said again, go level by level. And you know, there isn't that much that can go wrong in that case. If we were to break, well, at least you know you had your stop loss area that you keep your eyes on, and yeah, okay. So now let's dive into the TA. I did enough talking, and I know you guys are not here to hear me talk, but I just wanted to go over all these things to show actually the validity of some reads, especially when we are in price discovery mode. Just horizontals are not gonna work, you know, guys. So you need to find something else that is more tangible that you can actually go off of. So let's delete all these markings right here, except for the blue one. I'm gonna keep the blue one. And then we will just start fresh, because this is a new chapter, and yeah, new chapter, new story, and new stuffs. By the way, guys, remember, big in collaboration with Bybit. If you guys want to support the channel, if you guys want to join the Discord channel, move over to wolvesofbybit.com, and then you will see how you can get access to the live Discord channel. I'm just gonna go quickly over it. It's very nice. You just join the affiliate program, and I also share a part of the affiliate bonus revenue with the active traders, because this is, in my opinion, the way I can assure that only real serious people are in the Discord channel. And if you are serious, this is also what you want. You want a Discord channel with serious people in it, not a toxic space. So yeah, enough said. And now let's dive into the big story at hand. Now, the first areas that could be interesting are already visible on the 1 hour time frame, and I'm talking about these two lows sitting right here because those are potential areas for a first bullish divergence where at least some bouncing could start happening. So let's just measure it off. Let's start with this one at 37.5, and then what was that? 26.3. So 37.5, I already entered it, obviously. And there we are reading a 32,700 range. So let's map it out. Let's take our rectangle box and 32,700. All right. So yeah, of course, with all this volume being traded on this area right here, we do see that we are in the midst of some nice volume nodes, potentially defending the lower areas lying beneath. And let's look at 26.3. What does this give us? This would be 30,200. So actually, a lower range would correspond to the closing of this candle. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. So basically, once we break this level, chances are we're going to go down to the next levels. And for those levels, we're going to have to go over to the higher time frames. Not really sure if the 3-hour chart is already going to get it. I'm going to go over to the 5-hour chart because this is where it becomes more prominent. So this would be coming from these areas right here. So let's have a look at the RSI, 27.5, and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit because and 26, so 27.5 and 26. So let's go with 26.5. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it down the middle. There we go. And what does this read? 22,500. So this would be sitting somewhere around this level. Okay. Let's draw our box first and foremost. And then we can filter out a little bit more of the nonsense. There we go. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna do 26.5 as well. 27.5. Just to be on the safe side. And this is where we get 23,200. So yeah, I would rather go with this one. So you see, it's not just crunching numbers. You need to use your common sense and also look a little bit at the chart to see which one is actually more probable into playing out. And we're also going to go over to the 10-hour chart just because this is such a long way away. I want to average my reads a little bit more to see where I could assume the correct areas are going to start kicking in, because as you know, guys, the higher the time frame, the more weight it brings to the table, especially on such long ranges. You really want to have a strong read. So let's look at these 35.7, 34.6. Let's go with 35. So that would be sitting higher at 26,400. Okay. So let's grab a horizontal line. Let's do it like this. Or maybe I'm gonna do it like this and cut this one down the middle. There we go. All right. Now we are starting to get somewhere. Let's read this one. 28.8. And this would also be 22,800. Okay. So this one lines up with the 5-hour chart read. So let's cut it down the middle. Let's go 23,000. Well, I think it's fairly relevant just because the read is smack in the middle. And on the, I averaged the read smack in the middle because the high area of the volume node is also sitting there. So in my eyes, it looks a little bit more relevant as an area of support. Of course, you know, I could be wrong, and this is why we analyze all the levels, all the possibilities, and then we build our strategy on these potential reads. You know, if we bounce here, you're going to play another strategy than if we start trending down and if we bounce here. So, you know, of course, your strategies are very personal. It's not up to me to tell you exactly what to do, but knowing that every level has an other implied underlying meaning, you need to be nimble and you need to make sure that right now you're thinking about a strategy that will allow price to move, where you maybe like set a stop loss here so that if it dives down, you can actually start going lower, knowing that if we retrace more and more, then there are going to be more signals that will actually confirm that the bottom is in. So the lower we go, again, and I say this every time, if we really go down below in, I'm going to call it the red zone again, you know, don't panic FOMO in, because the red zone is actually where there is either going to be a nice signal of support kicking in, and that will confirm that the bottom is in. And if you take your position from the red zone, then there are also going to be signals that will confirm whether it is a healthy recovery or if it's just a dud, and we are actually going to see a more prolonged downtrend, right? So yeah, go easy. Go level by level, just like I always say. I sound like a broken record, but you know, this is the only way to day trade if you're into day trading. If you're just a hodler, then yeah, I hope you filled your bags somewhere down below, and you know, don't buy in right now. You know, so yeah, I hope this helps the different kind of people looking at the channel. Now, let's go over to the upsides, because those are still somewhere within the range of what could happen. And first of all, I'm going to have a look at the ultimate range we would need to break for this situation not to become more bearish than it already has pressure right now. So this RSI level is sitting at 89.2. Let's fill it in. Let's fill it out. 89.2. We get 49,480. And where did we leave this? We're gonna drag it down. It's not bad because this range is actually coming down, which is a good thing. But still, this is way up there. Let's go down to the 5-hour chart. Let's see what the 5-hour chart says. And wow, yeah, the 5-hour chart is just blowing this range away. I'm not even gonna bother mapping it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this area right here, because I think this could be relevant, especially on the shorter term. We got 69.5. Let's do this. 69.5. And this is sitting at 36,800. So yeah, let's drag this up a little bit higher. So potential profit takers coming in at about this level. Now let's do the 3-hour chart for the upside as well. What do we got? We got this one right here, and we got the big one. So let's go for the big one. So that would be 88 on the RSI. Let's fill it out. 52,000. Yeah, I'm not gonna map it out just because, like I said, the higher time frame is sitting lower, and if the higher time frame clears it, you know, it's good for me. But we also have the past local high. And this is already a lower RSI signal. So let's look at this one. 75.5, and that would be 39,000. So let's drag this down to 39,500. There we go. Beautiful. So what do you guys think? Should we do the 1-hour chart too? Let's do it. Let's just let's do it. The 1-hour chart. Oh, actually, it's it corresponds with this high here and this high here. This would be 38,300. So basically, you know, we could drag this down. Going from this, if we get a 1-hour close above this line, let's make it a green one. Things could start to look up. Actually, we could actually find some support again on the lower levels and keep on going. But seeing how high this blue box is actually reaching, I would still advise on playing it very carefully, because yeah, this is quite a range. It's $12,000. It's a $12,000 range from here to here. $16,000 range from here to here, which is it's actually it's a little bit over 30%. So yeah, is Bitcoin going to appreciate 30% more in the coming few hours, maybe in the coming day? I don't know. A lot of crazy things have happened, you know, and this is why I hope you're still playing the levels, holding on to a good position, taking profit and stepping in on every chance you get. But yeah, for now, I would not advise newcomers to the space to start putting their money, or at least a lot of money, in Bitcoin. Very, very tricky situation as it stands. Now, Of course, it's not all bad. Like I said, the orange area here is a first potential area for support where we could see price be picked up again and start trending a little bit higher again, taking a new breath and just going for it. Perfectly possible. But which is also possible is that we start retracing a little bit more into the red zone where a lot more hesitation is going to be in order. So yeah, my opinion, trending down below here. Don't FOMO in. Take your time to analyze and to be sure that the reads show some strength. And of course, be sure that we don't get something like this that makes bearish divergence over here, because a higher high on the RSI over a very very lower high on the price action, that's game over in my book. Okay, so I hope this helps. Now let's go over to the dollar. Let's see what the dollar is doing. Yesterday I said the dollar could find some footing, but it's going to be very very difficult to break through, because right here already we can tell that there is already potential for a bearish divergence. What else do we get? All these levels here are within range for the RSI to make a higher high. Question is the dollar going to break these ranges? Yeah, everything is possible, of course. But right now my money would be. This is just my opinion. Don't copy my opinions, guys. But from these reads, I would lean more on the bearish side of things for the dollar rather than being very bullish on the dollar. On the other hand, and this does speak in favor. And again, this is a situation where the lower time frames are disagreeing with the higher time frames. So always be careful in these situations. I cannot stress that enough. On the higher time frames, we do see quite some bullish signatures. We do have a pattern of lower lows on the price action, like a lot. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the RSI level, on the RSI side of things, we do have a series of higher lows. So yeah, take it as you will, guys. Yeah, maybe the dollar could start turning around, but it is a maybe. There still are quite some levels the dollar needs to break, and I don't expect this to happen overnight. But yeah, still something to keep your eyes on. And also, like I said, as long as the dollar doesn't dip below the green box, which probably is going to be sitting a little bit differently, but yeah, since I don't really trade the dollars, I'm not gonna go into too much details, but yeah, it has found some footing in the green box area. So yeah, tricky situation, make or break situation for the dollar as it stands. E-mini futures, what's the E-minis doing? E-mini futures is actually doing something similar as Bitcoin has done. And I said it like a couple of weeks ago. It starts to look like traditional markets are the ones lagging behind on Bitcoin, where before New Year's, it was the other way around, where Bitcoin was just following more or less what traditional markets have been doing. Now, I said it before, all this correlation is not a standard rule. It's just an observation of the past few months. And it doesn't mean that this correlation can break, that Bitcoin could decouple, as interest in the cryptocurrency space is actually growing, especially with whatever is happening in the world. There's a lot of uncertainty. People have seen the past year how the traditional market space has been manipulated with a lot of stimulus, pushing most global stocks to all-time highs and to crazy all-time highs. So yeah, everybody's probably wondering what's going to happen now, now that all the stimulus is stopping. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Do you think that momentum is just going to be picked up by the masses, or are you on the camp of what I'm expecting? Like the main people who have been profiting from the stimulus were already rich people who did get access to very cheap loans, under the agreement that they were going to put it into the stock market. So they get cheap loans, sometimes free loans. They get a 10x return on their investment. What are they gonna do? You think they are going to keep their money in this market, or do you think they're going to start pulling out one by one so that they can repay their loans and take their profits? Yeah, it's something to think about. I don't want to incite fear and FUD and stuff, but I want to keep it real, especially that this is. This is starting to look like it's flattening out a little bit on the RSI level, still looking healthy, But the question is, the question, right? So there you go. From now, Bitcoin, like I said, especially on the higher time frames, it is looking exhausted. A nice little pullback, a nice little bit of cooling off of the price would only be positive. We had a crazy period going. So, I really sincerely hope you were able to fill your pockets and get some good profits in. But for now, don't lose hope completely, but stay on the cautious side of things. Because it's a little bit dubious. What the things that could be positive could be like a little bit of trending, so that investors get the opportunity to find some more confidence in the market and start bringing in more money. Another thing that could be very healthy is a nice dip, because as we really start to dip, a lot of people sitting on the sidelines who said like, I wish I could get more Bitcoin, are going to start stepping in. There, even if the bull run is over, for now, even if we dip, like let's say even here, I am expecting at least one more explosive run to confirm the end of the bull run. And that's worst case scenario. That's like, this would be the end signature of a massive bull run, in my opinion. So my strategy is still trading it like an uptrend until we do see a downtrend getting really confirmed. But I'm gonna leave it as is for today. I hope this was helpful. Hope you guys picked up a thing or two. Now, if you guys have any more questions, don't worry. Feel free to ask them. In the meanwhile, I'm going to refer to the YouTube channel, my website, and if you want to join the affiliate program and come into the Discord channel, it's very easy. All the information is on the website, wolvesofbybit.com. I really need to change the color scheme on the website. If you guys have some cool ideas, feel free to leave them in the comment section of the video that I will post. Every day I post my videos on YouTube and on BitLink after I'm done recording. So go to that comment section then and leave your ideas there, please. Yeah, what would be a nice color scheme for the website? So yeah, social media. If you want to join me on the social media, you scroll all the way down. It's completely open and free for everybody. You get the Facebook group, Twitter, and the YouTube channel. On YouTube, I always do an announcement which time I will actually be streaming live. So hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that you have those notifications, and try to be there in the chat. The past few days were very active on chat action, and I totally loved it. I can't love this any more than that. And then finally, if you want to be part of the Wolf family and get into our Discord channel, then the easy way would just be to sign up to Bybit using the affiliate link. And I know a lot of people cringe on the use of affiliate links, but in order to show that I'm not a greedy person, what I will do and what I do is every time at the end of the month, I look at who were the most active traders and I give back a part of the affiliate revenue. So yeah, not just for me, but also a good thing for you. You will get some money back on the trading fees and stuff. So this is a beautiful thing. So if you want to be part of this, just go over to Bybit using this button. Sign up. Send me an email with your desired nickname, the email address, especially the email address that you used on Bybit. And also in the message, maybe add the user ID so that I know who you are and I can identify you on the platform. And then I will just answer with an invite to the Discord channel, and then you're part of the family. So yeah, if you like this, give it a try. It's completely free. You know, I don't ask for any subscription fees or anything. You also get a nice bonus for signing up. I think it's $100 right now. I need to check it because they change it quite often and I didn't get a new banner yet. But yeah, and if you don't like it, you can keep the bonus, no strings attached, and you can just leave as you will. It's a free world, it's cryptocurrency land, and this is the way I want it. And yeah, I think this model is one of the better ways to ensure that we have active traders who are not toxic in the community, because yeah, this just motivates people into motivating each other, and in a good way, helping each other, talk about strategies, have your questions answered, know that it's somebody answering with good intentions, because the more active traders we have, the more the pot for the affiliate bonus is going to be filled up and the more reward you get back. So it's a win-win situation after all. I hope you guys can appreciate this. But yeah, on this note, I'm going to leave it for today. Every day from now on, I'm streaming at 13:30 UTC. 13:30 is the 0 GMT time zone. It's the 0 time zone for the world. So make your calculations depending on which time zone you live in. You can just add or subtract the few hours that are necessary, and then you can join me on the live chat. I really hope to see you guys here and there. So yeah, thank you guys for joining. I'm signing off. Hope you guys have a great day. Wishing you guys all the best of the best, guys and girls. I'm sorry, I don't want to be politically incorrect. Guys and girls and undefined and everyone in between, I love you all. Now, have a great day. I will see you guys tomorrow, 13:30 UTC. Be there, be square, and have a good one, guys. Bye.